His Excellency, Mr. Turki Alalshikh, gives Terence Bud Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez another raise. As we all know, Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford are gonna get paid big. Canelo is getting paid $70 million guaranteed, and Crawford is gonna get paid $50. And Turki Alalshikh, in the beginning, we're gonna give bonuses, but at first it was only gonna be $1 million to knock out your opponent. Now he changed that. Now it's gonna be an extra $1 million just for beating your opponent, and it's gonna be an extra $5 million to knock out your opponent. So if you beat and knock out your opponent, that's $6 million guaranteed. And Turki Alalshikh has been in the boxing game for a few years, but he is relatively new, and he has not been giving any bonuses until after Devin Haney's terrible performance in the middle of Times Square in New York City. So I believe this is all Devin Haney's fault and Devin Haney's fault alone. But is it really a bad thing if you're getting a bonus? All these fighters should be thanking Devin Haney. And Devin Haney had a terrible performance against Ryan Garcia, and he looked even worse against Jose Ramirez. At least in the Ryan Garcia fight, he actually tried. In the Jose Ramirez fight, he did not try. He looked so terrible that it makes me think that I could actually beat Devin Haney. Who will be scared of that Devin Haney? This guy threw like 20 punches in 12 rounds. And I always go hard on Devin Haney because I really do know that he won't do shit. Devin Haney reminds me of that guy in high school that he's gonna get clowned on by that bully, but he'll just laugh with the bully. Devin Haney's new saying is, left hooks and stones might break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So yes, I do believe all of this is Devin Haney's fault. But because of all of this, Devin Haney made Turki Alalshikh give a bonus that he would not given if Devin Haney did not have that terrible performance. But that $5 or $6 million extra, will that be enough to entice these guys to actually go for the knockout? Because you do get paid a lot more in Riyadh season, but if you do take a terrible loss, I have noticed that they give you less on the next fight. So say Canelo actually tries to go for the knockout. The more punches you throw, the more openings that there is so the opponent can try to knock you out as well, or vice versa. But I believe the only one that's going to push for the knockout is going to be Canelo Alvarez, because he can actually knock out Terence Crawford. I do not believe Terence Crawford has enough power to knock out Canelo or to even rock Canelo. Today in an interview, Max stated that Terence Crawford is going to figure out Canelo, and later on in the later rounds, they're going to stop Canelo. So let me get this straight. Terence Crawford went from 147 to 154 to fight Madrimov, and he could not stop Madrimov. So now his power did not translate at 154. And all of a sudden, he's going to skip 160 and go to 168 and stop Canelo when he couldn't stop Madrimov at 154. Now that is a Chinese riddle for you. And he's going up against one of the fighters with the best chins in boxing. It would have been different if he would have stopped Madrimov or dropped Madrimov, but he did not, and everybody thought that Madrimov won. Or if he would have gone to 160 and competed there, and let's see what he could do at 160. But I believe that Terence Crawford caps out at 154, and 160, all the fighters will still be too big for Terence Crawford. The only way that Terence Crawford can beat Canelo if it's a very, very boring fight and he is just a boxer. He'll just box and move, pick his shots, and go around the ring until the 12th round is finished. So Terence Crawford has to fight a perfect fight, but Canelo Alvarez can actually afford to make mistakes. I really think Terence Crawford is gonna fall into Canelo's trap and he's gonna get knocked out. Who do you guys think is gonna win, Canelo Alvarez or Terence Crawford? But that's all, folks. If you wanna help out your boy, throw a dollar at the super thanks. I gotta roll. Peace.